All right. Well, we have got more people now in the studio. Don't forget, we do have. Yes. And don't forget, we also have Rockhead Radio coming up next. So make sure you do stick around. I'm a little bit over time, but we do have also somebody in the studio tonight. So we've got Winston, right?
Let's ask Winston what he's doing here.
Yes.
Winston.
Sorry. That is not working.
That mic is not on.
Yeah, let's just use this mic. So if you want to see what's happening here in the studio, just go and check us out on Ustream, gm883.fm. And also, we will be hearing one more song from Japs in just a bit. But first, let's chat with Winston. So, Winston, good evening.
Can you hear me now? Good evening.
Yes, that is working. So,
She's wondering what you're doing here. Actually.
Yes.
What is this man doing? Yes, hello. I am here. I'm on a 5,000-mile hike through Southeast Asia to raise money for the International Children's Surgical Foundation, which is an American cleft charity. And
Right.
Manila is one of my stops along the way. So from here, I will actually be busing up to Lawag, which is the departure within the Philippines, and walking all the way back down, and then down through Palawan, and then over through Malaysia and Borneo, and then I'll be done. I walked out of Singapore October 3rd and walked from Singapore all the way to Southeast China.
Wow.
Just walked down Taiwan.
Wait, are you doing this
weeks.
all by yourself?
All by my lonesome, yeah.
Nobody goes with you?
No, don't have any friends crazy enough.
You walked it.
I have GPS feeds, as a matter of fact.
So you must be very good with, survival skills and all of that. I mean,
Absolutely not. No survival skill.
So how have you survived so far?
I am a U.S. Marine, but they did not send me to a survival training. So, luckily, there's plenty of food along the way. I stay on the main roads, and plenty of water, and I've got a tent, and I don't have to do much surviving. So
what made you start this endeavor?
Sure. Well, the inspiration for this hit me in 2007. I deployed to Senegal in Africa with my battalion at the time. We went there to train with the local Senegalese commandos, and it was my first time in that part of the world, first time in Senegal, and just complete culture shock. Just getting to witness all sorts of local customs, things that were really quirky and that were, just surprising for me as an American. And it was an amazing experience. Made me realize how little the world I had seen and how much more of it I wanted to see. And so I decided then and there that I wanted to dedicate 1 year to traveling a part of the world that I hadn't seen before, and doing so on foot so that I could hopefully connect with the
This
locals.
is like a pilgrimage, actually,
This
right?
is a pilgrimage.
Right? Because
yeah.
I've heard of certain things like this,
This
a pilgrimage.
This is the Smile Trek,
Right?
is what I call it. Yeah. And so from there, unfortunately, there was also a lot of poverty that I witnessed for the first time coming from the States. And just women carrying gallons of water on their heads from water sources that were miles from their villages, kids dressed in rags digging through piles of trash. And so I decided that if I was going to spend 1 year walking, that I could potentially tie in a good cause. And got connected with this particular charity that does cleft repair work, which is just incredibly inspiring. The life-changing surgeries for these kids. It's relatively low cost, about $250 per surgery. It takes a couple hours of a surgeon's time. The kid's got a smile, has a new life, can socialize, and just absolutely inspired me. And that's how I chose this cause and this charity. So.
Where
Awesome.
can we find you on the internet?
Yeah.
Smiletrek.org is the website.
Smiletrek.org?
Smiletrek.org.
Okay. Do you have a Twitter account?
I do, yeah. It's a pretty measly excuse for a Twitter account. But the website is definitely the hub for the project. And
Okay.
I should do a better job at maintaining my Twitter and Facebook.
So how long are you seeing yourself, doing the trek?
Well, I should have
the next...
I should have a few more months. Yeah. I think I've got about 1,000 miles left. And then I'm done.
And then what's your plan afterwards?
Then my plan is to move back to the States and learn everything I can about urban farming. I'm absolutely inspired by the urban agricultural movement. I want to learn as much about it as possible. It's absolutely amazing the amount of food that you can grow in a tiny space if you're doing it efficiently with some of these systems, vertical farming. And so that will be my next chapter.
You were in the Marines again?
I was in the Marines. Yeah. Marines,
Okay.
urban farming, yeah. Kind of a walking contradiction, but
okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, if we have listeners who would like to support this cause, is there a way that they can actually do that aside from checking the website?
Support in what sense?
Well, the cause that you are
To make a donation?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so I'm a complete disinterested third party as far as the charity goes. I'm just someone who is inspired by them. I'm not affiliated with them. On the website, there's a donate button that you can click that will simply reroute you to the charity's donation page.
Okay.
So from there, people can donate. None of the money goes through me. I don't handle it. It goes straight to them. And from there, it gets spent on the medical missions they do. In fact, they're very active in the Philippines. And I will, next month, have the opportunity to witness one of these missions firsthand in Dipolog.
Right.
Which should be very exciting, yeah. So,
well, thank you so much for being a philanthropist and just caring about everybody in the world. And we need more people like you. Even though you don't know how supposedly survival skills, I'm pretty sure he does. Just being very humble.
Okay.
But thank you so much, and hopefully stay safe and out of danger, and we'd like to hear from you more. So do you have a Facebook account? Or
yeah, I do have a
people
Facebook.
Can check out what's going on with you and how the whole pilgrimage is going?
Make sure you'll get back home safe.
Right, of course. Yeah. Well, you can actually see my location in real time on the website. There's a map that, thanks to the Google Latitudes, you can actually see where I am.
Okay,
in real
awesome.
time and follow
Nice.
me, and I've got the route highlighted through the region. And then on Facebook,
So if we decide to walk like 100 meters with you, we can.
yeah, you can try. Good luck.
Has anybody ever tried that? Said, can we join you?
I've had a couple people try to keep up with me, yeah.
But then what happened?
Well, it's tough. If you haven't been doing it for a while, it's tough. And it's honestly...
Do you walk fast, or do you just walk like you're in a mall?
I'm not even a speed demon. I mean, I cover about 40 kilometers a day.
Okay.
But if it's just your first couple days, what you run into is a lot of blisters.
Yeah, and especially like the heat of the sun. I mean, does that mean that you usually do most of your walking not when the sun is, really like high up and it's the hottest part of the day?
Sometimes, although to be honest, I actually have taken to using umbrellas, which sounds quirky.
Well, you have to. I
feel like one of those Chinese, pale girls who can't be in the sun. Right, exactly.
The sun.
Yes, I hesitate to mention that online, but it's true. Okay, it's true. I will use umbrellas.
Real men use umbrellas.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go.
Marines.
Yeah.
I hope it's not floral or anything, or pink.
It's bright greens so that the cars can see it at night.
I have a question. What do your friends think back in America? Where are you from, by the way, in America?
I'm from Indiana.
So what do your friends, your family, what do they have to say about this whole thing that you're doing right now?
Well, the idea came to me in 2007. So it's been 5 years in the making. So I think they've just, gotten used to it at this time. It's not like I announced that, hey, I'm leaving tomorrow for a year. They saw this coming. And and I think they're used to my shenanigans. I've had a bunch of other crazy.
And up next after that is urban farming.
It's urban farming. They're used to my harebrained schemes. So, yeah.
All right. Well,
to answer your question about the Facebook page, if you just do a search for Smile Trek, it'll come up right away.
Smile Trek.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Facebook. Well, thank you so much for dropping by here at the studio, Winston.
Thank you, Royan.
And also, thanks also to Gang of Rockhead Radio for inviting you here. I'm actually gate crashing your show because this is your time already. But I'm still here. But thank you so much to Winston, and we wish you the best of everything. And I do believe in karma. Okay. And what you're doing right now is definitely something that is good, and I'm pretty sure they will come back to you threefold in the best of the most positive ways.
Yes.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Smiletrek.org if you want to find out more about what Winston is doing, and also to find out details on how you can also make a donation and make the world a better place for all of us. Well, right now we've